It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buccaneers and the Pack coming up next.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lambeau. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to put it.
Baker going to throw this right away. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He completes it right side to White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They will run for the first time here with White. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I'd say right down Broadway.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Get something together, man. You ready to roll?
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground with White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs them up 5, first and 15. On the draw, here's White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
They run straight ahead here with White. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
This is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you're in obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Love. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He completes this to Russell Gage. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give up the middle. This is Wright. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Love now. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And just a yard to go here on second down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter, here's Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On third down, Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's White.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go with White on the counter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. That'll go for a gain of 7, and 3rd and 1 now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rachaad White, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw now, here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Love from the gun. Flush to his right. Jordan Love, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A first down throw from Mayfield. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And a dump off to White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's go. They got to walk down the storm. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Yeah, go right now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that front.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They run the draw play. This is White. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The best time to call a draw when you think it's going to have the most success is usually after you've thrown the ball a bunch of times and had success that way, where they think that, oh, here comes another pass play. All they want to do is get to the quarterback, and then you fool him and hand it to a runner, and he slides by, usually for big yardage.
Mayfield to throw it.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Mayfield with it once more. The quick slant caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton from a yard out. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the delay, Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let us dictate.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the BUCS. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Let's ride up. Let's ride up.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
An inside give to Jones.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Love now. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Let's roll. Let's go, man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
Looking for Cade Otton that time.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's focus. Let's go. Let's turn it up. Let's go, man. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. We got to be big time now.
Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll go again to Jones. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Here's Love. He sets to fire deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Let's go, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Play fake, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mayfield now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's go, fellas. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's turn it up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. That's Palmer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown! Chris Godwin from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's White.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Rashad White.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Mayfield.
He'll leave this one for White.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here comes Reed.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Love.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's all our popcorn. Come on now. It's all our popcorn.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
Love looking to throw it. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Touchdown, Packers! From 10 yards out. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The drive starts with a run by White.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. White again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
The return is Reed.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this one complete to Reed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Love now to pass on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Love.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 32-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love now. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Second and 5.
Throwing. Love. His throw incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Looking for Christian Watson that time.
But it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Love setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
And so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
It's one play at a time.
The Packers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is third down and 12.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They start the drive with White. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Opting to run again here with White. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's turn it up. That's what I'm talking about.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he's got this down to the 35.
101 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the 29, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. To throw, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's not enough pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Love. That's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Let's go. Get him now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 13. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. First down, going to the air with Love.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
1st down, Love to pass. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 39, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. To throw now. Here's Love. Looking deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
On second and goal, Love. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. To the air again, Love. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Let's be smart. Let's go. They can't stop us. Let's do this, man.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.